Hey everybody, we're back, and this is the Autocar A64B in its current state. Um, the ladder frame obviously is pretty well furnished. There might only just be a few small parts. In fact, the stack support has to go on, and then I'll need to run the stack exhaust line from the manifold side right here, back and up behind the cab. So we're getting those parts painted now. The exhaust line from the manifold to the stack is painted. It's outside drying. Let's see. The interior parts are being painted up. Again, we're going to go with kind of a dark gray, faded black for the interior. Paint a few of the details to make them stand out. The dash is going to be a dark brown, and then we'll get that highlighted with the dials and so forth. This is our cab at this point. I don't want to set it up there. Let's just, I guess, put it right here for now. So I've got the trim tape on it, and the two-tone red over black. This is the swinging side of the hinged side of the hood. You can see that's hinged. One of the other videos will show how that went together. And then the other two components of the hood are here. They've got their accent stripe on them. So you can see I've just got an accumulation of parts now here that are painted and ready for installation. The next phase of the installation is going to be assembling the interior of the cab and detailing it up, probably spraying it with a semi-gloss clear, and then as I said, that'll be assembled. Put the glass into the cab, and then once the glass is in, we'll install the cab interior, and then from that point it's going to be cleaning up the engine bay, installing adding the extra parts, the exhaust line and all that, installing the cab to the frame, mounting the hood folding part to the cab, and then installing the radiator, which acts as a keeper for the front end of the movable hinged hood. And then I'll lay in the fixed right hand side of the hood, and we'll get that glued up on the right hand side. The driver's side should be movable, and then after that it'll just be picking up all the loose odds and ends, putting the bumper on at the front, putting the canisters on, power steering fluid canister, the I don't know, the other one's brake fluid I think, and then this is the air intake canister, and then we'll get its hi-hat on, and then the exhaust stack will go on, and that should do it. At that point, I don't know that I'm going to be putting any decals on this one at all. Most of the truck models I built have not gotten logos of any kind on them. Any decals at all is the license plates and maybe the DOT, the Department of Transportation stuff. But that's about it. That's all they typically use from the kit decals provided by AMT. Right, so we're almost there. Well, not really, but much closer than we were. So the Autocar is moving right along. I do like how the cab turned out. I'm still hopeful that we'll be able to get the hinged hood to function properly. I did put a stop, not a stop, but a support for the cab, for the hood door, the side door when it comes down. It wanted to tuck in and not line up with the frame, so this little tab here should act as a keeper for that, keep it in line. The cab rail here should act as the other keeper over the top for the back edge. It just needed something on the front edge. And also there's a bit of a lip on the back of the radiator but it just wasn't doing enough. And actually, no, there isn't, only over the top, so never mind. So there wasn't anything to act as a keeper at the front edge of the vertical hood cover. So that's why I've added this tab down here. We'll paint that. I'll paint that black and make it match the fenders. Hide it. I would have liked if this side of the engine had more detail to it. I could have added plumbing. I just didn't do it in this case because I was more focused on just getting the hood to work. And I can see we're having some trouble with that trim tape. Anyway, but it's coming together. I think we should have a decent outcome with this kit. Okie doke. So that's our current status of this build. And again, I'll come back when we get closer to the final, and then so there'll be 2 more videos. One after I get the cab installed and we can see how the hood's going on, and then a final with everything in place. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.